What's up, guys? This is Base Brawler, and we are finally at the end of the road so far when it comes to BOOLit's Dragon Ball styled games and games in general. So the first thing, hold on, you guys probably couldn't hear me because of the audio, but the first thing I wanted to point out and show you guys was the music. The soundtrack in this game is perfect. This game, I'm going to tell you guys off the bat, is the best out of all the games we reviewed. BOOLit, from my first episode of History of BOOLit to this one, has just gotten better each game. Like, if I were to rank the games like 1 to 6, it would go in perfect order from my first video to this one. This is by far the best game out of these. And so I'm going to play the music because, again, it has a really good soundtrack. Now, it's not just that soundtrack that is good, but also the in-game soundtrack. Now, my game actually crashed earlier. I don't know why, probably because I didn't have Wi-Fi on. But I'm going to play it with the second graphics setting for the sake of this video. So, a few things to point out when it comes to features is it's a level system. So this is like a mix of, well, it's basically just Power Level Warrior 1, but instead of you not being able to recognize what level you're on and what happens in that level, there's like little boxes and squares, and it's a little unique design, like a map, that will determine what level that is. Another thing to point out, sorry about this, is that it has a gameplay time. I've been playing for an hour on my new phone total. It has sagas instead of just tiers. There are tiers in the final saga. And then it shows your high score. I didn't even notice that at first. And now let's go to our character stats. So first off, I mentioned this in the Legends Within, is that you have a character select. You can choose Risotto. How did I not remember her name? Ricette and Rice. My favorite character being Rice. And you can also choose your stats. And what I like about this stat system is you can remove stats and add them somewhere else that you feel like you need them. So that adds up to 50, and that adds up to 60. So luck and speed, for a quick beginner tip, if you want more speed, what you should do, what I advise doing, is putting most of it on the top one. Because there's only a 2-point difference. So let's say I take these two off, that gives it 6. This gives it like 4. So if I put 2 there, it'll make it 26 instead of 24. You know what I mean? But anyway, enough of that. So the base power level, we got all of this. Again, I'm not reviewing it. I'm just saying that these are all the features. But what this does is the base power level is what you start out with, and then the full power level is when you charge up. Now let's look at this. This is combos, which is like how you normally hit. The rush attack is whenever orange thing will pop up on the screen. You tap that and you will rush the enemy. And then there's teleport attack. If you block and you tap the block button, you'll teleport, and if you have an attack, it'll hit. If not, you'll just teleport behind them, and you'll have an open window to attack. Small blast is when you just tap the button, the key blast button. And then big ball blast. So already just from this menu, there's already more features than all the other games. Already. And we haven't even gotten to the gameplay yet. There's more customization. And same with the transformations. Again, I haven't unlocked them all yet. I have videos um, explaining and displaying all the transformations if you'd like to see that. But for now, we got this. It also displays all your health, your max stats, all your multipliers. So this is actually pretty good. I don't really care about all that. I just like go with what happens in game through experience because I can't really do the math outside of it. But I don't know why I didn't do this level yet. I'm pretty much. Oh wait, yeah. Now I know why. My power level isn't high enough. But from the core gameplay, you got multiple enemies. Um, these are just a handful of enemies that you will encounter in Power Level Warrior 2. There are actually a lot more. Another thing to note is that you have a damage display whenever you hit the enemy. So instead of you just being like, oh, I just took out a little chunk of his health, you'll actually know exactly how much health you take away. And there's a number displayed next to the on the health bar. Another thing to point out is that the XP bar is now white. There's only really 2 games that BOOLit has with an XP bar, which is, so far anyway, which are Power Level Warrior 1 and 2. But it's still something neat to point out. And here we go. The reward videos. So you just tap a present box, a gift box, and you get a reward video. And what that basically does is it tries its best to determine how many stats you need in order to get a big enough boost. So I'm pretty sure after this video, I'm going to level up. I advise doing this as much as you can. I advise using videos if you want to complete it faster. If you want to just take your time with it and enjoy the gameplay and not rush to unlock all the transformations, which I want to do, you can do that. This game just has a lot more, what's it called? A lot more variety in general, a lot more options than the previous games. So I just thought I'd point that out real quick. I'm probably going to die because my power level isn't big enough. You never know, though. Literally 1 damage. I'll probably try this again and move my stats correctly. Because all I have to do is remove the... I have to remove the luck stats, and I should be good. So I'm going to return to this level. As soon as this ad ends... Alright. So we go here, we remove our luck, and we add a bigger power level. And hopefully we'll be able to beat him now. Or beat it. Robots don't have genders. Or do they? No, not really. But, what else should I go over? Oh yeah, keep in mind that, I think I already went over this, but I want to, explain it a little bit more detailed. Keep in mind that whenever you, choose your base and your full power, that your full power, doesn't supersede your, base power. Because let's say you have, 13 base power, and then you have, 1,000,000, full power. It's going to take you forever to charge up. Trust me. I know from experience. Also, something to note about the characters is that they're a lot more detailed, and the art style is a lot better than Power Level Warrior 1, in my opinion. Because the thing about the other games is that it was it felt like it was a black outline around the characters. With this one, they seem more 3D and more defined. But I guess people are used to the art style of the other game, which is why I'm kind of glad it's returning in TF Power Level Warrior. And if you couldn't tell, I'm really excited for that game, which is the main reason why I'm making this video. Well, it's one of the main reasons. So I'm going to go over some more gameplay as I go, but another thing that you should notice is that with this game, when you charge up, you'll move like that. Now you may be like, oh, that was in Power Level Warrior 1, wasn't it? Yeah, it was, but again, there's like, it's always improved. So, works a lot better in this game. So now we're going to do this level so that I can unlock my first Ki Blast. I can display that. So yeah, again, unlike Power Level Warrior 1, in this game it's like Legends Within, where if you don't have something unlocked, you can't use it. I believe I went over that in my Power Level Warrior 1 video, but thought I'd go over that again. Well, that was easy. Alright, so I'm going to move all my stats back to luck, because I need the... What do I need? I'm having a brain fart right now. What do I need? I need skill points. So, yeah, there's that. So I'm just going to put all these actually here, and then I'm going to try to find the best configuration. Yep, putting them all here is probably the best choice for me. There we go. Now we're going to be pretty fast. So I'm switching to Rice for this one. We're going to play level 19. Not sure how difficult this one is, but we'll see. So my max power level is 5,000. That should be good enough. Unless this guy tanks every attack, then I'm kind of screwed. Also, I mentioned this in my Power Level Warrior video, but with my new S7, the tapping on my screen, like, you can't really hear it that well, which is a good thing. I don't really have that much else to go over aside from the variety of transformations, which I have not unlocked yet, and also the designs of the future characters, and how he sort of made his own story arc off of it. And one more thing to note is that this one, in the Witch Saga, it's actually just like the tier or the infinite mode or endless mode is really cool. And that's another cool feature. But overall, this game, like I said before, it's better than the previous ones. And I don't even think at this point it should be an opinion. I think it's a fact. Like, if you think Power Level Warrior 1 is better than this, I don't know what's wrong with you. But this one is way better. More customization, more variety, better art, in my opinion, anyway. That one can be opinionated, but everything else is like, this game is way better. I'm going to move the graphics back to high, because I'm not going to be recording after this. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys liked it. And in my next video after this, because you may be like, what are you going to do after this? I'm going to do a video, like, talking about all the cool new features that the first Power Level, or TF, why do I keep calling it that TF Power Level Warrior has. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked this series, and I'll see you guys in the next video.